The scheming nanny left a lipstick mark on the male owner's collar in order to get ahead, secretly hoping this would make the wife discover their relationship. Unexpectedly, when the wife saw the lipstick mark on her husband, she not only didn't get angry, but instead criticized the nanny for not washing her husband's clothes properly. The scheming woman thought she didn't make it obvious enough, so while playing with the male owner in the bathroom, she deliberately dropped the glass on the ground. However, this time she was disappointed again when the wife heard from her husband that the scheming woman broke the glass. She raised her hand and slapped the nanny, scolding her for not being able to handle small tasks, let alone take care of her husband. This operation instantly stunned the scheming woman. Was it that she didn't make it clear enough, or was the wife not bright? But she didn't notice the hint of coldness on the woman's face as she left. It turned out that 3 years ago the woman's parents died in a car accident. In order to investigate the cause of the accident, she hired a private detective. She never expected that her husband did all this. The purpose was to seize her family's company. Just as the woman was still heartbroken over this, the detective told her another heart-wrenching thing. The scumbag had been messing around with the family nanny 3 years ago, and the nanny had evidence of the woman's parents being murdered. In order to obtain the evidence from the scheming woman, the wife immediately found the scheming woman's best friend and offered tempting conditions, asking her to approach her own husband and to make him fall in love with her. The best friend was very confident and agreed. So when the scheming woman provoked the wife twice, she deliberately played dumb. The purpose was to make the scheming woman angry. Sure enough, before long the scheming woman couldn't hold back. She directly confronted the wife and revealed her relationship with the scumbag, threatening to publicize this scandal to force the wife to voluntarily divorce. But she didn't know the wife was not flustered at all, and stated that in order to preserve his president status, the man would definitely kick the scheming woman out. The wife's words directly made the scheming woman angrily turn and leave. This was exactly the effect she wanted. Shortly after, at the wife's birthday party, in order to please her, the scumbag specially prepared a pearl necklace worth 10 million. Then the wife not only let the scumbag personally put it on her, but also deliberately showed off in front of the scheming woman. At this time, the scumbag also instructed the nanny to cut the cake for the wife. However, the angered scheming woman deliberately dropped the cake on the ground, wanting to embarrass the wife. But the next second she was slapped. Then the wife fiercely humiliated the scheming woman and made her wipe the cake off the floor. Otherwise, she would have to get out of her house. The scheming woman still fantasized that the scumbag would come to her rescue. But unexpectedly, the scumbag turned around and went to comfort his wife. This really infuriated the scheming woman. In order to pursue what she thought was true love, the scheming woman had no choice but to squat down and clean up the cake. Just then the surprise the wife prepared for the two finally arrived. The scheming woman's best friend, in a noble evening gown with carefully prepared makeup, instantly enchanted the scumbag beyond control. Then the wife took the opportunity to introduce the two. The scheming woman was surprised how her best friend appeared here. While the scumbag had also fallen into the trap the wife had painstakingly designed.